It is terrifying when you are still alive, yet you feel like you are slowly fading away. Every morning, you walk into the bathroom, look in the mirror, and see a stranger staring back at you. The sharp gaze is gone. The strength that once made you feel confident has disappeared. And the deep bond you once shared with your partner has become nothing more than a distant, sorrowful memory. You do not talk about it. You keep it hidden, but deep down, you know that you are declining, both physically and mentally. Do not lose hope just yet, because there is a surprisingly simple way, right from your own kitchen, to restart the flow of life that has been blocked inside your body. Just a small pinch of baking soda, if used correctly, can help cleanse your blood vessels and revive the energy you thought was gone for good. My name is Titan Gray. For the past 30 years, I have been helping men over the age of 60 regain their vitality, intimacy, and sense of control over their lives, all without relying on dangerous medications. And today, I am going to tell you about a hidden truth quietly unfolding inside your body after the age of 60, something that affects your health, your connection with others, and your joy in life. But first, I want to know who you are. Where are you watching this video from? Drop your name below, because it would be a great honor for me to walk alongside you on this journey. If today's message resonates with what you are going through, do not forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell, so you will never miss any content that can help you come alive again. Are you ready? Let us begin at the very place where everything starts to change, inside the flow of your blood. Part 1. Inside the body. What is quietly happening after the age of 60? To understand why something as simple as baking soda can make such a huge difference to your health, we need to go back to the root of it all, to what is silently happening inside your body once you cross the age of 60. You know, most men do not lose their vitality or intimacy just because they're getting old. The real problem lies in the blood flow. The older you get, the harder it becomes for your blood to circulate. And when blood moves more slowly, it does more than just make you feel weak. It affects everything: your thoughts, your emotions, and even your ability to truly connect with your partner. I remember a man in his early 60s who once sat in front of me. Shoulders slumped, eyes dull. He said something I will never forget. "I do not feel like a man anymore." He was not seriously ill. He had simply lost that feeling of truly living, of being loved, of being needed. And sadly, this happens to far too many people. One of the biggest reasons for this is a drop in nitric oxide, a natural compound your body produces to help your blood vessels relax and keep blood flowing smoothly. When your nitric oxide levels decrease, your blood vessels start to stiffen and constrict. Blood flow to the heart, the brain, the muscles, and even to those intimate areas begins to slow down. You find yourself feeling tired, even after doing light tasks. Your hands and feet feel cold. You do not sleep well. And that closeness, the one that used to come so naturally, now feels strange and distant. Even those moments when your mind feels foggy or you lack the inspiration to enjoy life, that too could come from poor circulation. I often remind my patients, whatever has slowed down can be reawakened, if done the right way. And here is the exciting part. What if there was a simple, natural way to stimulate nitric oxide, cleanse your blood vessels, and reignite the flow of life, all starting right from your home? In the next part, I will show you how just one small spoonful of baking soda, the very thing you already use in your kitchen, can help your body begin to heal from within, awaken the energy you thought was gone, and reconnect with the part of yourself you once felt proud of. Part 2. Baking soda, small but powerful. I still remember the first time I read about the effects of baking soda on blood circulation. I laughed out loud. Baking soda? That simple white powder we use to bake cookies, deodorize the fridge, or mix with water to calm an upset stomach. How could that possibly have any effect on something as complex as blood flow? But then I started digging deeper. And the more I read, the more surprised I became. Because what seems so ordinary actually has a remarkable ability. It helps balance the pH level in your blood, a crucial factor that influences inflammation, the flexibility of your blood vessels, and the body's ability to produce nitric oxide, the compound that keeps blood flowing smoothly. Here is the problem. After the age of 60, your body's ability to naturally regulate pH drops significantly. An unhealthy diet, dehydration, and chronic stress all push the body into a state of excess acidity. And when that happens, your blood vessels begin to constrict and stiffen, and blood struggles to move freely. What is the result? You feel drained, your brain feels foggy and it is hard to focus. Your hands and feet are cold. You do not sleep well. And the saddest part, you start to feel disconnected, both from yourself and from the person you love. This is exactly where baking soda can gently, yet effectively, step in. It helps bring your body back to a slightly alkaline state, the ideal environment for blood vessels to relax, inflammation to go down, and nitric oxide to be produced again. As blood starts to flow more freely, you begin to feel the difference. You wake up with a clearer mind. Your body feels lighter, you move more easily, and most importantly, intimacy begins to return, naturally, without pressure. This is not a gimmick, and it is certainly not magic. It is simply about helping your body return to the rhythm it was designed to follow. And the best part? It is not expensive. It is not complicated. You just need to know how to use it correctly, in the right amount, and at the right time. So how do you use it in a way that is both effective and safe? In the next part, I will guide you step by step, from the exact dosage to common mistakes you should avoid. Because sometimes, the biggest difference lies in the smallest details. Part 3. Baking soda. How to use it effectively. After working with thousands of patients over the years, I have come to realize one simple truth that most people overlook. What creates lasting change is not something big, it is the small habits. Done consistently, in the right way, and at the right time. And with baking soda, this could not be more true. I still remember Franklin, a 72-year-old man and a retired physics teacher. He was meticulous, ate clean, did light yoga every morning. No alcohol, no strong coffee. On paper, he was doing everything by the book. But he still felt tired, sluggish, like something inside him was stuck, unable to flow. My body feels like a machine that is slowly winding down, he shared with me in a low voice. We did not need to do anything drastic. All we changed was the timing and the way he used baking soda. And just a few weeks later, the difference was clear. His mind was sharper. His body moved more freely. And those intimate moments became easier than ever. So, how do you use it properly? There is nothing complicated about it. All you need is 1/4 of a teaspoon of pure baking soda, the kind made for food. With no additives, 8 ounces of warm water, which is about 240 milliliters. Stir it well until it dissolves completely. The best time to drink it, right after waking up in the morning. On an empty stomach. At that time, your body tends to be more acidic, and that is when baking soda works best to help balance your pH levels. You do not need to take it every day. Start with 3 to 4 times a week, on alternating days. That gives your body time to respond and adjust. Remember, this is not a medicine. Baking soda does not force your body to change. It simply clears the path and creates the right conditions for what is naturally yours to return. If you want to give it a little boost, you can add a few drops of fresh lemon juice or a pinch of natural mineral salt to the glass. But even if you use it just as it is, if you stick with it, the results may surprise you. 2 weeks later, Franklin sent me an email. I am not surfing waves, Doc, he wrote, but I feel truly alive again. I walk faster, I think more clearly, and everything between me and my wife, it came back, in a way that felt natural and warm. I do not call this a miracle. This is physiology. This is the wisdom of the body, when given the right support. It will always find a way to restore itself. Part 4. One small step, one powerful turning point. If you are still here, listening to every word I have said up to this point, then you are not someone who is just listening out of curiosity. You are someone who is ready to take action, ready to do something for yourself, not to go back to some long-gone glory days, but to truly feel alive again. And here is the good news. You do not have to change your entire life. All it takes is starting with one small thing, done at the right time, in the right way, and repeated with consistency. What exactly does that look like? 1 glass of water, 1 small spoonful of baking soda, 1 quiet morning. Here is how you begin, tomorrow morning. Right after you wake up, before breakfast, even before your first cup of coffee. Pour a glass of room temperature water, about 240 milliliters. Add 1/4 of a teaspoon of pure baking soda, the kind made for food. With no additives, stir it well until it fully dissolves. Take a deep breath, and drink it slowly, like a small ritual just for you. No need to be serious about it. No need to turn it into a chore. Just be present with yourself. In that moment, repeat this 3 to 4 times a week. Not every day, because your body needs rhythm, not pressure. And then, pay attention to the little signs that begin to appear. You wake up feeling more clear-headed. Your steps feel lighter, no longer weighed down like before. Your mind is steadier, less irritated, less anxious, and most importantly, the quiet, natural connection returns with your partner, not forced, not strained, just gently there again. Remember this. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. You just need to return to the version of yourself that you have always known, strong, clear, and deeply connected. And if you are still doubting yourself, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You have never lost your value. Those moments when you feel lost, empty, or like you are pulling away from the world, that is not the end of you. That is your body whispering to you, asking you to come back, to care again, to pay attention again. We have talked about blood flow, about nitric oxide, about baking soda, not as some kind of magic cure, but as a key to help unlock something that has always been within you. We have seen real stories of men who chose not to give up. They did not need noise. They did not need to prove anything. They just made a choice to begin again, for themselves, and for the ones they love. And I want to say this, not as a doctor, but from the heart of a man who has walked alongside so many like you. Age does not defeat you. Giving up, that is what slowly kills you. And today, if you choose to come back, even with just one small action, that already is a victory. If what I shared with you today has brought even the smallest spark of hope into your life, I would love for you to do 3 things. First, click the like button on this video, so I know you are still here, and that I am not just speaking into the void. Second, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so we can meet again in future videos. Third, share this video with a friend, a family member, or someone you know who might just need a gentle nudge to begin again. And lastly, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Where are you on your journey of taking care of yourself? What part of this video made you stop and reflect? Because your story, might be the very light someone else is looking for. Thank you for your time. Thank you for not giving up. And remember, your life does not end here. It is only just beginning.